Hey there, everybody. This is CP Cards and Dice, and welcome to a presentation of our 1970 Seaver replay using APBA Baseball, APBA Basic. This is a game that's near and dear to my heart, a game I played as a youth, and here I am a long time from that period and still playing a little bit of APBA Baseball here on a balmy Saturday afternoon. Let's get going here, and it's going to be the Mets versus the Cardinals and Seaver versus Carlton. Righty versus lefty. The Mets have A.G. Harrelson, Foy batting third. Cleanup is Jones. Fifth is Clendenin. Swoboda, Grody, Weiss. And then Seaver batting ninth. For the Cards is Brock Cardinal and Allen. Torrey Lee and Haig. Javier Maxville and Carlton. We are right about to get started. Let's start rolling the dice. You know that APBA, you read the red and then the white. And Tommy Agee up against Steve Carlton. Here it is, and that is a 64. Read the red, then the white, and that's a strikeout. So Carlton, with a curveball, gets Tommy Agee. All righty. We're using the old school boards, and that's a 15, Buddy Harrelson. That's the base hit. Up comes Foy. So it's Harrelson lines one to center, off of Harrelson, off of Carlton. And Harrelson, here's Foy, steps in the box, and there goes Harrelson to throw down from the catcher. Torrey not in time, stolen base. Joe Foy here, the pitch, and that is a 29. Now, we never added these up, 5, 8, 16, 20, 28, 37, 38. So they're at a B, and that's a 29 with a runner on second is going to be an out at first. Runner to third, 3-1. So I'll do that. There you go. So over to third goes Harrelson, and it's Cleon Jones. Now these cards I picked up on eBay, they're a little bit thicker than your average APBA from the 80s. These are thicker than the 80s cards. So early 70s, they had a really thick card, and then I guess they started thinning them out, to save money, I guess, to increase the profits. And that is going to be an out because it's a 9, and Carlton is a C, and that's a ground ball. Oh, there's a runner on third. Let's see what that becomes. Runner on third, a 9 is a fly to center field. And that retires the side. Coming in hard is Cardinal, and he gets there. No runs, 1 hit, 1 left. And it's Lou Brock. Rest in peace. He passed away recently, as did Tom Terrific. Seaver with a fastball blows it by Lou Brock. And it's Cardinal, 64. And that's a strikeout, back-to-back Ks. Now, Seaver, in his first start of the season against the Pirates, pitched a complete game, 2 hits shutout. Here's Richie Allen, and that is a 34. That's popped up to the shortstop. Harrelson puts it away, 3 up, 3 down. Easy inning for Tom Terrific. And it's going to be Clendenin, Swoboda, and Grody. This game plays very fast. And it's a fly to right. Off the bat, Clendenin goes the opposite way, and that's Lee. Makes the catch. Here's Swoboda, and he gets a hole in one, drives it down the line. And that's 1 hop off the wall. Swoboda's trying for 2. The throw from Brock is not in time. It's going to be a 1-out double for Ronnie Swoboda. He's on his second base. And it's Grody, 27 with a runner at second. And the third baseman is not very good. That's going to be a strikeout because it's a Y, and Carlton is a Y. So now brings us to Albert John Weiss. This is a card that was made up by the person who sold me the set. And that's a 36. A 33 with a runner on second is a infield pop-up. by the second base bag, and right there is the shortstop, Maxville, to retire the side. Mets lead 1, score none. At the end of 1.5, no score. Torrey's leading it off. Joe Torrey becomes a Met manager in a few years. And here, ground ball and through the left side for a base hit. So Torrey is on at first. Lee now, 42, and that's a strikeout, number 3 for Tom Terrific. Here's Joe Haig. He's a left-handed batter, 35, and that's a 41. 41 is a batter safe at fielder's choice. Runner out at second and is injured, sliding, unable to play next 2 games, 6-4. So Torrey is out. And I don't usually play with injuries. Lately, I've been kind of debating, but I'm not going to do that right now. It just takes more time. I just don't feel like doing it. Javier, runner on first, 2 outs, and a 25, and that is ripped. But right at the pitcher, and nice stab by Seaver, 1 hopper, and he throws to first, and that retires the side. No runs, 1 hit, 1 left, and we go to the top of the third. Here's Tom Terrific. He strikes out against Steve Carlton. Next is Tommy Agee, who struck out in the first inning, and he lifts 1 to left. And his Buddy Harrelson with 2 outs here in the third, and a 34 is driven in the gap, and after it is the center fielder Cardinal, and he runs it down. No runs, no hits. Easy inning for Carlton. 26, Maxville. He lifts 1 to right. And right fielder Swoboda's there. Here's Carlton. And that's a strikeout. Number 4 for Seaver. We're at a little number next to the K there, just to remind myself where he's at. And 22 is an 8, and that is going to be a fly ball center field. Agee's there and retire the side, 3 up, 3 down. At the top of the fourth. Love these 1970 games. Low scoring, close games. Anybody can, a hitter and a double or a home run can make the difference. Love this. 43, and that is a comebacker to Carlton. 1 down, so Foy rounds out to Carlton. And here is Jones, a fly ball to right. Right fielder is, who's the right fielder? Lee. And he makes the catch, squeezes it further out. And here's Clendenin with good power. And that's ball 4. So he trots down with a base on balls. So a 2-out walk. And here's Swoboda with good power. And that's a 36. That's going to be popped up, third baseman, Allen. And now retires the side. No runs, no hits, 1 left. No score at the end of 3.5. Cardinal, 25, and that's ripped base hit. Left center field. Agee gets it in. Cardinal, he's got good speed. Allen is a strikeout guy, so we're not going to hit and run with Allen, but he's got good power. That's a 20. And Weiss is an 8, so that is going to be an out at first. That's going to move the runner to second. Good play. Little slow roller to Weiss, who charged it and threw out Allen, the speedy Allen. Here's Joe Torre with a run on second. That's a 62, and that is a base hit. Will this score a run is a question. And against a B pitcher, runner scores. Yes, he does. Cardinal comes around to score. And the Cardinals strike first. Joe Torre, who should have been out of the game, but toughed it out, came up the second time. He's 2 for 2 now and picks up an RBI. Drives in Jose Cardinal. So Joe Torre coming up big here in our APBA basic game Saturday afternoon. Leron Lee, he's from Bakersfield, California. That was one cool thing I always loved about APBA. They had nicknames, and then they had where they came from, their height, their weight. It just kind of brought the card to life a little bit more than other game companies did. And nobody ever tried to copy APBA, I guess, because you could say it's a little bit, I don't know, unnecessary. But it did give the cards a characteristic, a character, a persona, if you will. Let me move this table a little bit because I'm seeing that I'm getting a lot of glare from the sun. All right, here's Leon Lee. And that's a fly to left. That's 2 outs. Next up is Joe Haig. He's a lefty batter from Huntington, West Virginia. And that is a comebacker to Seaver. And that retires the side, but the Cardinals pick up a run here in the bottom of the fourth. 1 run, 2 hits. They lead it 1-0 with the top of the fifth. Jerry Grody leads it off. And that is a pop-up to the third baseman. This plays very sweet, very clean, very, it's once you learn all the numbers, it's a very easy to, that's why guys really commit so much to APBA and they really love it because you can play a lot of games quickly. So if you want to play a season, it's not going to take you forever. It doesn't take you 45 minutes to play a game. You can play easily. If you get good at APBA, you can easily play a game in 15, 20 minutes, easily. And that's not an exaggeration. This is a fly ball to left off the bat of Weiss. And here's Tom Seaver. He struck out the first inning and this one here to center. And that is going to be Cardinal there. And under it, here's Javier. Pitch to Javier. That's going to be ball 4. So Seaver walks Javier. Run around first, and we have a bunt. That's a 21, makes a 30, and I think that's going to be a good bunt. You got to look at the book here. A 30 says, 3-4. Good bunt. They have a whole book. That's so hilarious. I think they have more results for bunts than they do for the game. It's really silly. For something that you could do so easily. Who does it? There's a game company that does it, makes it so simple. Payoff pitch makes it so simple. Also, back to basics. I love their bunting system. It makes you want to bunt more. So there's a run around second, and up comes the pitcher now, Steve Carlton. Steve Carlton has a couple of hits on this, and he almost got one here, but not against an 8. That's with a runner on second. That is a comebacker again to Seaver. 1-3, and runner will advance to third. And up comes not Jose Cardinal, but Lou Brock. Lou Brock got lost here. Okay, I may have thrown him into the net pile. There he is. Nice, they're really thick cards. I'm not used to having, these are actual original 1970s cards because there's no way anybody's making these cards now like that. They're real super thick. And Lou Brock with a runner on second base. Here's the pitch from Seaver, 34. He lines it center field. On the run is Agee, and whoa, what a catch. Full extension, Tommy Agee. A web gem. And that will retire the side. No runs, no hits, and no runs, no hits. Top of the 6th. Tommy Agee is leading it off. So Brock was robbed there by Agee, and he's up now. It's based on balls. Harrelson's going to square. And that is a 13, a 14. Let's see what that becomes. A 14 becomes a base on balls. Batter takes first, runner second. So back-to-back walks here by Carlton. And now it's going to be Joe Foy, and we are bunting with Foy as well. Third place batter is bunting. Yes, he is. 55. That's a 9. Runners on first and second. A 9 says runners advance 5-4. Good sacrifice. So both runners advance on the bunt. And now it's going to be Cleon Jones. We're going to walk Cleon Jones intentionally. That's going to bring the infield in now. It's in the 6th inning. And here's Clendenin. Here's the pitch. And that is a fly ball to deep right field. Who's in right field? That is going to be Lee. He's a 2 with the bases loaded. So I'm going to have to grab that chart. And that's to my right here. Let's see. Bases loaded. Fly ball. And that is a fly out. Runner on second and third. Advance 1 base. So there's hold. So he sacrificed flying. The game is tied. He drives in number 1. And this runner moves to third. So you got first and third now with 2 outs. And up is Ronnie Swoboda. There's a pitch, and it's a 53-16 with runners on first and third. A 16 with runners on first and third. Center fielder is he's a 3. Wow. Okay, he's really good. That's a fly out and caught a line out to center field, and clearly Cardinal tracks it down. Wow. And he is a 3. Wow, he was a good center fielder. I see, you learn something new every day. But the Mets come up with 1 run on no hits, 3 walks. It's 1-1 here in the bottom of the 6th. Up is Cardinal, and that's a ground ball to second base. Weiss throws him out. Allen with a grounder to short this time. Scooped by Harrelson, fires to first, low throw, but scooped out by Clendenin. And it's Joe Torre, the 12, to ground ball to third, over to first, and that retires the side. No runs, no hits. For the top of the 7th now. Here's Grody, 51. That is some sort of an out. Let's see what kind of an out that is. What did I say it was? Jerry Grody. I'll pick that up real quick. Can't remember what out it was. Oh, it doesn't matter. It's an out. So let's make it a 4-3. All right, and here's Weiss with 1 out. Top of the 7th. It's a 51. And that is a ball again. It's a fly out to center. Cardinal over. Puts it away. And Seaver in the top of the 7th. He's going to keep on batting. These pitchers went the whole game. It's not like today. This is bounce to second. Easy play for the second baseman, Javier, who throws him out. 3 up, 3 down. Easy inning here in the top of the 7th for Stevie Carlton. Lee's up. They were on Lee, lefty batter, and he lines one, and that is right at the center fielder. 1 away. Haig is next. Let me get this out of the way here. There we go. Got a lot of stuff that's a strikeout for Haig. 2 out. And here's Javier, 61. That's grounded to short. Harrelson, 3 out. 3 up, 3 down. All right. Let's see. Nice crowd here in St. Louis. Tommy Agee leading off. It's a 53, a 17. Right fielder is a 2, a 17. It's going to be fly out to right. 1 down. Next is Harrelson, and that is a pop-up to the third baseman. Third baseman is Allen, and Foy with a fly out. Can of corn to the right fielder. 3 up, 3 down. 1-1 in the bottom of the 8th. Here's Maxwell. Again, wow, we're rolling that 53 a lot. That's an 18. This is going to be an 18 is a ground ball that's bobbled by Harrelson. Picks it up and decides not to throw it. An E6. And here we're going to have a bunt by the pitcher. And a 13 is a 22. Let's see what that becomes. A 22 says first and second on error, runner to third, catcher throws wild to first base. So back-to-back errors and a sacrifice. Error sacrifice. So now we're gonna bunt. So it's gonna be Lou Brock who's gonna bunt here with runners on first and second. Let me see. So what was it? Runner on first, 22. Oh, first and second on error. That's gonna put runners on second and third. Holy smokes. So E2 is here. So back-to-back errors for the Mets puts runners on second and third, and Brock is going to be walked intentionally. And we're going to bring the infield in. Here's a pitch from Seaver, and that is a fly to right. That's going to be the right fielder's a 1, so maybe a little bit different this time. Swoboda's out there. And he's not a 1, he's a 3. He's a field in column 3, and that is going to say Runner on second and third, advance one base. All right. Same result as before. So a sacrifice fly. He drives in the 8th place batter. And the runner here is going to go to third. So we have first and third. Come on, Bob. Come on, let's go. Yeah. All right. So that's 1 out. And it's going to be Dick Allen. So Seaver's he's in a jam here. First and third. Infield is going to be in. That's an 8. Oh, that's trouble for a B pitcher. A B pitcher, and that's going to be a base hit. The runner scores. Other to third. RBI single. And he drives in number 9. That's Carlton scoring. Brock goes to third, and we're at first and third again. Infield is in. Here's Torrey to pitch, and a 62 is a 9. That's going to be an out, though. Against the B pitcher. No, that's a base hit. Holy smokes. And that says the 9 is going to be single over short. One runner scores. Other to second this time. All right, so Seaver's getting hit here. And that's 1. And then runners on first and second. Leron Lee. And that's a 46. That's a big K for Seaver. So Seaver reached back for a little extra for the second out of the inning. And here's Haig. And a 42 is don't think it's going to be a walk because we got runners on first and second. He's a Z. So it's not a walk. We pitch again. And a 52 is a 27. And a 27 is a strikeout. So Seaver back-to-back Ks to get out of this inning. But a bunch of runs score here. Got 1 there. We got 1 there. And that's 3 runs score on 1, 2, on 2 hits. So the runs are unearned, by the way. So Seaver does not get hit. All right, now the score is 4-1 Cardinals. We're on the top of the 9th, so the Mets are going to get their last licks. And that's a smash off the bat of Jones, and that's over the center fielder's head. Jones is around second, trying for third. The relay from Cardinal, he is safe, got underneath the tag. A lead-off triple off of Steve Carlton. All right, infield's back, just going for the out. That's a 63. That's a strikeout. So Clendenin strikes out. Here's Swoboda with a 23, and that's a 12 with a runner on third. Let's see what that is. That says, oh, double play, right? What? Fly out, runner out at home. I didn't say I was going to hold him up. He's thrown out at home. The ball game's over. 9-2, and that's it. So Jones is going to have a talk with Gil Hodges about that. Down by 3 runs, scores and gets thrown out at the plate. Ball game over. Mets lose it by a score of 4-1. Carlton beats Seaver. So Seaver's going to take the loss. He's going to drop to 1-1. Seaver went 8 innings, gave up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hits, struck out 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He walked only 1, 2, 1. Walked 2, gave up 4 runs, only 1 earned. No home runs, no hit batsmen, no wild pitches. And Seaver loses it, and Steve Carlton gets the win. Pitched 9 innings. Gave up 3 hits. 1 run, 1 earned run. Struck out how many? 1, 2, 3, 4. He walked 3 in that inning, 4 altogether. He walked 4 batters. No home runs, no hit batsmen, no wild pitches, and whatever his record is. I don't keep records for that. So that's about it. So that's how, I mean, this was a 24-minute game. That's with me talking. So you could, hey there, who's that? Jerry Ball. Jerry Ball is in the house, the one and only. Pine Tar Baseball has a great bunt system too. Jerry? Do you know the bunt system for Back to Basics? It's so straightforward. You just pull a card. It's either a good bunt or it's not a good bunt, and that's it. I mean, sometimes you get a double play, sometimes you get a strikeout, but it's really good. It's so straightforward, so simple. Really, if you think about it, it's not an unusual play thing. Either it's a good bunt or it's not in the story. Anyway, yeah, I played Pine Tar. I don't remember the bunt system, but I don't know that I bunted too much with Pine Tar because maybe what I usually do when I start a game, I'll wait till I learn the game, then I'll start bunting, then I'll start hitting and running. I'll start getting fancy. Once I learn the game, I do the basics. But with Back to Basics, it was so fundamental that it was easy to just pull a card and decide, oh, stealing a base is really, really a breeze as well. So anyway, that's it. We got the final score here. 3 hits. Carlton gives up 3 hits. And Seaver gives up 5 hits. So we had a pitcher's duel for sure. Mets 1 run, 3 hits, 2 errors. Cardinals 4 runs, 5 hits, no errors. 24-minute game with the chit chat, and that's about it. This is CP Cards and Dice saying thanks for stopping by, and I hope you enjoyed the APBA Basic, which is one of my favorite games, near and dear to my heart, since it was the first game I started rolling dice with, and I've become an addict ever since. And that's about it. I see you guys later.